The day is ripe to crown a champion here in New York City. We welcome you to the 2017 Dick's Sporting Goods High School Nationals presented by Gatorade. This tournament at Christ the King High School began with 8 of the best high school teams in the country. These are the last two standing. The #1 seed La Lumiere from LaPorte, Indiana, and Montverde Academy from near Orlando, Florida. Here is how these two teams made it to the championship game. Montverde rolled past Greensboro Day School from North Carolina. La Lumiere able to hang on against the 4-seed Findlay Prep, a 2-point victory after leading by as many as 15 in the second half. And we welcome you courtside. Ted Emrich and ESPN's National Director of Recruiting, Paul Biancardi. Tara Petrolino will join us in just a moment. So we have two powerhouse programs, elite talent all over the floor. But these are two teams that are fueled by the disappointment they felt here a year ago.
Yeah, great storylines in this game. La Lumiere lost this game last year. Montverde, they got knocked out in the semifinals by La Lumiere. Each team looking for redemption and a title.
You might wonder how it sounds, how it feels in the locker room right before a national championship game. Wonder no more.
So now 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Canada in U.S. territory in this scoreless game. Mason Nias, the quarterback, with Javante Stanley behind him. Swing it to Stanley. Looking downfield, the halfback pass, and a wide-open receiver. Jacob Izquierdo inside the 5. Knocked over the pylon. No call yet. Izquierdo out of bounds at the 1. The gadget play working to perfection for Canada. 2nd and goal at the 5. 3 receivers up top. Nias guns it left. Caught. Touchdown. Brian Owusu-Beko. Canada landing the first punch.
Jeremy Shepard, the point guard, playing with 2 personal fouls. White tees up another 3. Give it to him. Tie game and a timeout for UConn. And once again, the trouble spot late in the shot clock for USF. Jennifer the strip. Ahead to Jacob Evans, who can fly. He flushes it. 44-inch vertical on display. 5-point game as Fuller heaves it. And it's scored! The sophomore dialing upstairs, and somebody picked up the phone. All right, Brendan, look forward to that. American Conference headlines, Cincinnati all alone at the top of the standings. Perfect mark in the league at 8-0 and 21 straight home wins for Mick Cronin's team.
I really like Cincinnati. Mick Cronin doing an unbelievable job with that Cincinnati club. I would not be surprised to see them go on a deep and long NCAA tournament run. Good defense. They got some excellent offensive players. Watch out, Cincinnati and Mick Cronin.
And speaking of defense, how about SMU and their long streak? Meanwhile, here in Houston, Cougars with a 4-point lead over UCF. Critical game for both teams, right in the middle of the conference standings, in the middle of the conference season, as they tip off February against each other. E.J. Taylor fouled before the shot. That'll still lead to free throws. With UCF in the bonus, it'll be 1-1 for the Knights point guard.
Kelvin Sampson not happy with that call at all. I think he has a pretty valid point. It looked like Robinson had really good position sliding his feet, and Taylor just kept trying to barrel right into him. Again, he was the one to initiate the contact, Taylor, but got the call, and Sampson still working the ref.
Without the jacket, that tie will follow in the second half, as we've seen all year.
Yeah, I think the jacket was off like probably 3 minutes into the game.
Never had a chance. Taylor brings UCF to within 2. Now a steal by Taylor. Shovels it to Williams. Transition 3 for Matt Williams. The 3-point gunner has UCF in front. Timeout, Houston. UCF has scored the last 7 points.
Well, Houston normally very good with the ball, one of the best in all of college basketball with the fewest turnovers, but right here, careless, Matt Williams makes him pay, and his release is so quick, and anywhere across half court, that guy is going to get it off. One of the best shooters in all of college ball.
Thursday, tomorrow, 7 Eastern on ESPN, a Big Ten matchup, Michigan State and Nebraska. Freshman Miles Bridges coming off such a huge game last week. Always streaming live as well on the ESPN app, and watch ESPN. Yeah, Bridges 33 points, breaking Scott Skiles' freshman scoring record against the Boilermakers. 5 of 8 from deep. Such a talented freshman. Just doesn't it feel that maybe Michigan State, they're always building to peak when it counts under Tom Izzo.
Anybody, anywhere, that's their motto. They will play you anywhere, they'll play anybody, and I like that. And he gets his guys, as you said, playing well when it matters.
Robinson is second long two. Houston back in the lead. UCF had just taken its first lead since it was 8-7. Final minutes of this first half. Williams back to the basket against Gray, who was right in his jersey, and the whistle blows. Gray with the foul.
And that's a nice job of recognition by Matt Williams, realizing Gray got switched off to him, so instead of settling, try to take him back down into the post. And Williams is such a good scorer. We talked about the three-point shooting ability. Close to 4 threes per game. A guy that shoots a high percentage from beyond the arc, and really a difficult matchup on the perimeter.
Johnny Dawkins remembers his time at Duke as an assistant under Coach K. And Coach J.J. Redick, he says, Matt Williams, hey, listen, is he a National College Player of the Year? No, not like Redick, but he's capable of stretches like Redick where he goes unconscious.
And I would agree with that. And we've seen him, again, his release is so quick, and if you give him any airspace whatsoever, most times he's going to make you pay.
Armani Brooks, the freshman, good shooter in high school, hasn't quite found the mark at the college level. Alley-oop try off the mark for Nick Banyard. Houston quickly the other way. Dotson with the deuce.
Transition defense for UCF. That was going to be a key theme in this game. Houston so good in transition.
Davis working down close to the basket against the freshman Brooks, and Davis scores it.
I'll tell you what, I really like the way that he plays. That time patient, not settling, realizing he had a smaller guy on him. Let me take him to the hoop and finish.
Gray all the way to the rack for 2 to make it 32-30 Houston. And a timeout called by UCF with 1:17 to go. Well, Matt Williams averages 4 three-pointers made per game. He already has 4 in this first half.
His release is so quick. That time, court goes out by Houston. Again, right here, you help too much. And Matt Williams, one of the best three-point shooters in all of college basketball. And a lot of these guys watch Steph Curry. Very few of them have his range. I'll tell you what, Matt Williams is that close. Anywhere across half court, you will see him let it fly. And you have to be on your toes anytime you play against UCF against Matt Williams.
It's like Williams and Dotson are playing their own game of horse. 15 points each. Williams has 4 threes. Dotson has 3. Well, Matt Williams, 50-year senior from Orlando. At Jones High School, one of several local products for UCF in Orlando. Thought about transferring to Wake Forest in the summer after Donnie Jones was let go. He says it was the best decision of his life to stay at UCF under Johnny Dawkins.
Yes, they had a chance to see how he operated. And, you know, as you said, really good decision. And he's playing some really good ball for UCF right now. And obviously UCF and Johnny Dawkins happy that he decided to stay.
Williams on the bench for the moment as we approach the final minute of this first half. And as Robinson was sprinting ahead, B.J. Taylor fouled him. That means free throws for Houston.
You talked about it. Robinson really playing starter minutes but he has been really a key person in this first half for Houston, controlling the tempo, breaking the pressure when UCF has extended, and then he's made some nice plays to finish or set teammates up.
Robinson had a career-high 20 points in the first meeting against UCF this year. That was in a loss. That's the front end of the 1-and-1 here. Anyard has already made a three. Post entry to Chad Brown. Kyle Meyer denies him. It'll stay with the Knights.
This is just good post defense right here. Help side. Now, the only thing I say about this, you see this a lot in college basketball. Guys punch it into the stands, and that's fine and all for the highlights. But if you have an opportunity to keep possession, really, that's a missed opportunity right there. And I think in that situation, instead of trying to swing wildly like that, I felt he could have probably blocked that and potentially kept possession for Houston. Let's see if UCF capitalizes.
Devin Davis coming from the backside. A.J. Davis on the perimeter, slashing through. And Banyard couldn't knock it down.
Nobody on the offensive glass that time for UCF. Excellent job of blocking out by Houston.
UCF has played a bulk of this first half without Taco Fall. The giant from Senegal, 2 fouls, just 9 minutes so far. Got a 10-second difference, shot clock, game clock. Robinson to the rack, swatted and kept in play by Chad Brown. And B.J. Taylor travel for UCF.
We talked about a key matchup in this game, and B.J. Taylor, remember that last meeting against these two teams, he led all scorers with 20, and he has been silent in this first half thus far. Only 2 points.
9 turnovers for UCF as Robinson lost his balance and called the timeout with 5.8 seconds to go. An alert play by Robinson after he slipped.
Houston very fortunate that was not a turnover, and I guess more importantly, not leading to a easy UCF layup to end this first half.
Can we get a towel for midcourt? Wipe that down. All right, 5.8 left. Houston with it, up by 2. Where do you go?
Well, obviously, you know, Matt Williams has been, for Houston, Rob Gray typically is the guy for them that creates. I would suspect that Rob Gray is going to have his hands on the ball. 5.8 seconds. You don't have a lot of time to mess around. Spread them out, which Houston does a great job of, and either try to get to the basket or if they help, try to kick it out for a 3.
Gray only 6 points so far tonight, leading the American at 20.5 per game. He's 3 of 8 from the floor. Houston will have to send it in from half court. Meyer hands it right back to Robinson. To Dotson, who's been hot. Gives it up. Devin Davis for 3. Houston still has the lead going to the locker room. Solid first half by Galen Robinson Jr. coming off the bench. Damian Dotson with 15 points to lead the Cougars. And Houston leads by a bucket. We head to the studio. Brendan Fitzgerald and Dino Gaudio taking care of you with the ESPNU halftime reports.